Are you going to Rwanda soon? Are you relocating, going on a tour, moving with your family, starting a business, whatever that might be? Are you wondering what's allowed in Rwanda, what's not allowed? What should I look out for when I'm there? Then you should watch this video till the end because I'm going to be talking about the things that you should not do while in Rwanda. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Rwanda. Again, it's good to have you here. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for clicking on this video and going ahead to watch. If you're returning, thank you for coming back and I hope you have a good time watching this video. So today I'm going to be talking about Rwanda and I'm talking about the things that you should not do while in Rwanda. I did a video a couple of weeks back about living in Kigali. I was in Kigali for about 5 months at the beginning of this year, and I had a wonderful, beautiful experience there. I thought to share, and ever since I did that video, I got people, asking me a lot about Rwanda, how my stay was there, what it's like. A lot of people are interestingly considering relocating or just going on vacation or whatnot there. So I thought, okay, why not do this video talking about like things you should not do. I mean, you might make mistakes on the things that you should do out there, but you don't want to go wrong with the things that you shouldn't do. And so I thought it makes sense to talk about what you shouldn't do while you're there. Okay, so I am going to start with the first thing, and the first thing is that you shouldn't bring plastic bags to Kigali. So the plastic bags are not allowed here. I know in many other countries it's not really a big deal. A couple of countries try to substitute this because of the environment and things like that. But Kigali literally frowns against using plastic bags. So if you're even from the airport, there's a very high chance that it's going to be collected from you or seized or whatnot. So if you're found with it, you're not going to allow to proceed with it like into the country, into Rwanda. But, I mean, the concern is not actually the bags themselves. The concern is more about how they are disposed. So most people will either, throw them out or burn them, and of course, the burning will cause air pollution, and throwing them out, if it somehow finds its way to your drainage or whatever, it could clog it, and that creates a problem. So bottom line, if you're coming to Rwanda, do not bring any plastic bags. If you have any plastic bags in your luggage right now, you definitely want to take it out because it's not allowed here. So the second thing is, do not talk disrespectfully about the genocide. So for a lot of people that do not know, I mentioned this in like a few seconds in my last video. There was a genocide in Rwanda and it lasted for about 100 days. I mean, about 800,000 people were murdered during the genocide, and up till today, they're actually still finding remains of people that died during that time. And it's a very sad and touching story. It's a very sad and touching event what happened, and it's still a very sore area to talk about. So as a tourist, you don't want to go making trouble or stirring up conversations that are uncomfortable for people that live there and for Rwandans in general. It's not just something that you want to say the wrong things about, right? So please be very respectful when you're here, and if you have to talk about the genocide, please talk about it respectfully. And if you are unaware also about what the genocide is, feel free, educate yourself, look it up on the internet. If you're here, if you're in Kigali as well, there's a Kigali Genocide Memorial where you can actually go, check what happened and find out what really happened. I think there is a guided tour and there's a self-directed tour as well. So definitely check it out, look it up and see what happened during the genocide, and please be careful about how you talk about it as well. Also, please note that kids that are under the age of 12 are not expected to will not be allowed into the genocide memorial. center. So take note of that as well. And this leads me to my next point, which is don't ask people if they are Hutu or Tutsi. These two ethnic groups were the groups that were impacted by the genocide, right? So Rwandans right now want people to recognize them as Rwandans and not any of those ethnic groups. So you shouldn't go about asking people, hey, are you Tutsi or are you Hutu and stuff like that, because nobody wants to, stir up that kind of conversation and infuriating situation again. It's an emotional topic for Rwandans, so please don't go asking that question. The next thing is, please don't expect everybody to speak English. The official languages in Rwanda are Rwanda's French, Swahili, and English. And most of the population understand Rwanda, right? And so don't expect that everywhere you go to, maybe you want to go get groceries or you want to take a cab, for example, then the person must understand English, because it's not just like a huge chunk of the population don't understand English, and so you should be mindful of that. So if what that means is at least learning some of the things that can take you from here to there, maybe learning Rwanda or French, but most likely Rwanda, learning a bit of it, maybe learning how to say good morning, learning how to say, can you take me to X place, or even having a friend that can help you interpret, right? So that's easier for you. So for instance, if you want to start a business in Rwanda and you don't know how to speak the language, it might be a bit difficult, right? So it makes sense for you to maybe make a friend that can help you interpret the language, or learn it yourself, right? It's an opportunity to learn as well. So yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind as well. Another thing to take note of is that you don't want to go without a universal plug. Some buildings or some apartments would have the UK type, some would have the US type sockets, the wall socket. So you probably want to take a universal plug so that you can use it with your devices and whatnot. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you have to travel out of Rwanda for any reason, please get to the airport 2 hours before the time. I learned this the hard way when we had to travel out of Rwanda recently, and we literally missed our flight. So we're there 1 hour before the time, and of course that was late in some people's books. Some people are judging me right now. I'm going, how can you get there 1 hour before the time? Yes, we got there 1 hour before the time because I've done that before and I was still able to make the flight. But apparently it's a well-known fact that in Rwanda you need to be there minimum 2 hours before your flight. If you're there later, you might not even be allowed to check in. So in my case, we were not even allowed to go into the building to check in, not to talk of getting through security and boarding gates and all of that. So if you want to travel out of Rwanda for any reason, be at the airport 2 hours before your flights. I'm sure that this doesn't apply to people that fly first class and stuff. I'm pretty sure they'll make exceptions for them. But if you're not flying first class, you probably want to get there 2 hours before your flight. Okay, so the next thing is littering. Do not litter. If you're in Rwanda, please don't litter in your area. When you get to Rwanda, one of the first things you'll notice is how clean the places, the roads. They're very particular about the roads. You wouldn't find dirt on the roads. So if you're new to Kigali, I don't know why I keep saying Kigali, maybe because I was there. But if you're new to Rwanda, please don't litter. Don't drop stuff on the road. Don't throw stuff out of your car. Don't step on the grass. Don't litter, basically. Keep your area clean and try to keep the environment clean as well. And if you're caught, you will be fined. So that should be an incentive for you to try to be clean. And the final thing is about the money. So apparently US dollars from 5 years ago and after that time and before are the rate at which you'll be able to exchange it for Rwandan francs is lower. So if you have US dollars that are more recent, you'll get a better rate to exchange your money to Rwandan francs, as opposed to if you have really old money. So that's just something to keep in mind. You wouldn't get the same value for your money. And the second thing is also, of course, if you have $10 bills, the rate is different from if you have $100 bills, right? So I think this probably happens everywhere. I don't know, but this is a thing in Kigali. So the rate is not the same for all the different currencies, and also the time on the time or the date on the currency matters as well. It affects the rate at which um the value for money that you get. So yeah, these are the things that you should definitely look out for if you're going to Rwanda. These are the things that you don't want to do when you're in Rwanda. If you are listening to this and you're probably in Rwanda or thinking of going to Rwanda or have been to Rwanda before, please drop in the comments what your experience was. What are the things that you made sure you didn't do while you were there? What are some of the rules I probably didn't mention that people need to know about? And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And if you like this video, please drop a comment and um, indicate with the like button. It helps my videos a lot as well. And please subscribe if you're interested in content like this. And yeah, share this video with your friends as well. And thank you so much again for watching my video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.